Good morning, interwebs. It is 4:41 in the afternoon. Ugh, my nose is itching. I think hair, yarn fiber, cats, all the things. But anyways, like I said, it's 4:44 on the first day after daylight savings time, and I actually woke up on time. I woke up at 11, even though 11 shifted an hour earlier. How I did that, I don't know. It's just what happened. So that's good. Maybe that means that this will be like a nice seamless transition. It probably won't be. I'm not gonna lie, but we can hope. So I'm drinking my second glass of tea for the day. Some Twinings Irish breakfast tea with a little bit of sugar. Quite delightful. Only that could make it better, be a little bit of cream in it, but we're out of milk, and I didn't want to get the step stool out to get down a can of evaporated milk, which is really best in tea. So I have spent my day taking a shower, getting around, hanging out with my family. Steve goes into work early tonight. He works another 12-hour shift tonight, so he goes in at 8 instead of midnight. So we're trying to have dinner ready early. I just remember that as it gets closer to dinner needing to be ready. I think I'm going to make pancakes for dinner tonight because we're like really running out of things. And while we're out of milk, which is kind of part of making pancakes, I do have powdered milk. Oh, I'm out of eggs. I could use applesauce. I'm sure I will come up with something. So we will see what I arrive at for dinner. But hung out for lunch today. I made ravioli from the freezer. They had been thawed more than the meat had, but I figured they were cheese ravioli. They would be fine. And they totally were, like from a safety standpoint. The texture though was highly affected. So when it says keep frozen until cooking, they're not lying. Keep them frozen until you cook them. But we ate them. And then we had some peas. And the peas were really good because the peas were stored in the other freezer. So they were not at all tainted by my freezer situation. So that is that. I'm about to go and film a Sunday sunrise on an actual Sunday, which is exciting. And then, I don't know, I might work on my quilt because it's over here. Like I'm standing in my office and my quilt's right there. Just drawing my eyes. Oh, maybe I should show it to you in the light. Because you saw it at night last night. So here she is. My pretty flamingo in progress. So, okay. Off to film, edit that video, and then maybe work on my quilt, and then make dinner. Because I have to have dinner made by 7, so I'll have to get on that in about an hour. Okay, I'll be back. Well, it is 12:27 in the morning, and I am just about to sit down and do some things. After I talked to you earlier, well, I guess before I talked to you earlier, I took a long nap. I don't think I mentioned that. It was like a while that I slept. I slept very well, which has not been happening lately, so that was a good nap and much needed, so did that. Then, this evening, I ended up, I was trying to figure out what I was going to make for dinner. I go through all the things I don't have, and then I remembered when you don't have the things, what you make is Hawaiian pancakes, because it doesn't take any of the things. So Hawaiian pancakes is basically just cup of flour, half a cup of sugar, a big pinch of salt, and water till it's the right consistency, and you cook them on a griddle. And you just, multiply that ratio, or generally that ratio, you can get the sugar back some, generally that ratio for as many servings as you need, and then you just put butter on them, and that's what you do. And we had that with blueberries, and it was very good. So, I went and hung out at a VKN for a little bit tonight. Mostly just sat there, which was fine. And I was working on one of the graduation afghans. I was working on my Tides of Change. So I think I put 2 colors into it, which was like 4 rows, or 4 rounds. 3 or 4 rounds. I don't know. Got some work done on that. And then I've just been sitting here watching Gold Rush online. I don't know why. I was watching it today while I was napping too, so just catching up on some random reality TV because we don't have cable, so I don't ordinarily watch it, but we have cable for just a tiny bit, or we have access to it for a tiny bit this week. Now, about to go call my dad because it's only like 10:30 there, so I can call him and talk to him before he goes to bed, and then I'm going to tuck in with probably my audiobook, maybe a podcast, maybe a little both, and add a couple more squares to my quilt. And then we will see where that takes me in my evening. But hopefully after that I will be sleepy and then I will go to bed. So I will check in and let you know if I did those things or if I got sidetracked. have this tendency to get sidetracked, but I don't think I will. I think that's the plan. Well, it is 3 o'clock. Just put one on the fire. I'm about to go change my clothes and go to bed. I made 2 more squares for my quilt, and then I laid out the next 2 and I started sewing them together, but I'm tired, so I'm gonna go sleep. Or at least attempt to. Chances are we'll go lay in bed and be less tired, but I guess that's just the way it goes. I listened to some more of A Discovery of Witches tonight. Still enjoying it, so that is good. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, just been a weird day. Not a pleasant day. Like, not bad, just not pleasant. So, I don't know. Anyways, hopefully I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up in the morning. It'll be a much more pleasant, less uneasy feeling day. Because today's been very uneasy feeling, and I don't like that. So, going to go to bed so today can be over. And we can move on to tomorrow. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.